Namaste everybody, welcome to Green Living Path. It's awesome to see everybody here. Now in this day and age, in the next 10, 20 years, science will probably have the ability to unlock the reversing of age. They're already doing it with mice in the laboratory from my research. They've had breakthroughs in the ability to actually reverse the age of mice by using stem cell therapy, and they have the ability to do that with different organs in the body, with all the 78 organs in the body, which is crazy, guys, to reverse the aging of the eye, the liver, even your heart. So this is crazy that they have the ability to do this, but there's simple things you can do to actually slow your aging down, just practical steps. What the researchers found is that 1, we need sleep, 2, we need exercise, 3, we need to stay away from sugar, which everybody says. What actually happens with sugar is crazy, guys, is it actually can stick to proteins in your body, which slows down the ability of the protein to function. So keeping your insulin level, your blood sugar balance is very important. Another thing that they found, interestingly, is that being more plant-based this is a study over thousands of people, and they found that they have a longer longevity. Obviously, basic things like not drinking as much, not smoking. They've got thousands of studies, people that smoke and drink, that have a shorter lifespan. There's always anomalies, guys, you can quote, but I'm just talking in a general rule of thumb. So what's happening with modern day diets is that people are loading up with food that are heavily processed foods, and with sugars and stuff like that, and they're getting a spike, and then they're dropping. So we're getting a seesawing effect during the day, and that is also, interestingly enough, from a yogic's perspective, it's affecting your moods. You have mood swings during the day. Instead of having this nice, even-keeled mood, you have these big, giant mood swings. And food has something to do with this, guys. There's 3 different gundas in yoga, which are regitic food, which are your stimulants, sugars, white flours, coffees, stuff like that, that spike you up and then they drop you. Then that's the first one, regitic. And then there's tasmanic, which is your food that bloats you. So if you're eating heaps of carbohydrates that are being highly processed, like white bread, even potatoes, guys, or meat, which can bloat the stomach. You also, regitic food makes you drop down and you become blown out because the digestion process is happening, and what happens is it slows you down, you feel lethargic and stuff like that. So the third way of eating is sattvic, which is a very controlled way of eating. It's using primarily vegetables, fruits, things like that, herbal teas, guys. I use a lot of green tea and pomegranate tea. I mix them together, and that has a huge effect because it's got polyphenols in, which is hugely important for the body. So having a vegetarian diet is, you have very balanced perspective. Your mood swings more sattvic, you've got high energy, and one of the most important things is to give your body a break from eating, guys. People are constantly feeding food into them. It's not giving yourself a break. It's like if you are working 18 hours a day, you'd get 7 days a week, you'd get fed up. You need a break, guys. So by fasting, what I'm doing is keto, which is just a way of saying that you have a break. So I won't eat till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'll probably have a window of to say 5 or 6 o'clock. It's not cast in stone though, guys, but that's the window I kind of eat, and then I won't eat to the next 1 o'clock the next day, guys. So it's giving your body time to cleanse itself as well. That's really important, to cleanse the cell. If the cell's always overloaded, always working, the mitochondria is always working. That's the energy battery in your cell, and you've got all these things working all the time. You need to actually purify your cell. So by having fasting and giving it time to digest and purify, so things are working better when you have a time out. It gives it time to regenerate and to repair and then to energize, guys. So it's really important to note all these slowing the aging process. But in our lifetimes, this is fascinating, there will be scientific methods where you can actually reverse the aging, which is being done, as I said earlier, in the laboratory now. It's just going through different studies. It has to go through different studies for years and years and years and peer reviewed before it can be done on humans, obviously for medical reasons for us. So I hope that gave you a kind of overview of why it's so important to have a diet, and the exercise thing is really important too. I do a lot of yoga in the morning, stretching, and also weights for the muscles. I just holding poses and stuff like that. Another thing that's really important is, so you got your diet, your exercise, also meditation, which you can bring into your whole sphere of longevity. It helps keep you very calm, and it also, they've proven that meditation actually helps lengthen the telomeres on the ends of your DNA. So they've always thought that the telomeres, once they're from the cells that get divided, as they shorten, what happens is, this is amazing stuff, is that it gets to a point where they can't divide anymore because the telomeres are too long. So they're too short. So what's happening with your meditation, they've actually, in studies, they've found that the telomeres are lengthening, which is actually reversing the aging process, which is fantastic, amazing, guys. So there's heaps of hope in the future, but just remember about how food and your mood are correlated. And it's about lifting your vibration every day, guys, and living in resonance with life, in harmony with life. It's not about trying to push your way and smash your way through life. It's about living in resonance, guys, so that your body's not under so much stress. And because stress has a dramatic effect on the aging process, guys, and we don't want that. So I hope all this information helped. Boop, subscribe. You can find lots of stuff under this video as well. It's lovely to see everybody here. So let's keep on moving on up, and let's keep raising our consciousness and also living in harmony and resonance with the planet, guys. So lovely to see you all. Namaste. Bye for now.